for today's matchup. Phil, we've got a couple.
Hello, welcome back to another
in the game
player draft
sideline today, and they could be the
today.
You know, these
I'll be going over
They're tremendous
Reggie Ragland
for the running game. They got the speed to go down the field, and they got
Reggie Ragland.
You know, those quick feet. So even when they run those short routes,
inside linebacker,
coverage, they're
Alabama,
quick enough and shifty enough to still get away from the defense.
Reggie Ragland is 6'1", 247 pounds. He was the SEC Defensive Player of the Year, a All-American, consensus All-American in 2015, and was a finalist for the Budkiss Award in 14 and 15, the Beta, Nagurski, and Lombardi Awards. He was all a finalist.
And your quarterback cannot put it on the target.
Lux lining up in the pistol.
220 tackles. 17 and a half tackles for a loss.
They give it to him on the counter. They knock him down behind the line of scrimmage.
4 sacks, 1 interception, 4 forced fumbles.
They thought it was going to be a run play. They were all over, and they got it.
Reggie Ragland was a 2-year starter at Alabama. And although, again, Alabama really doesn't like to start young guys, I think they made a great decision by not starting him early on. And again, he
don't see enough of this in the
well
NFL anymore. The out route, everybody's afraid to throw it. They want all those little safe dink and dunks.
Overall, Reggie Ragland is probably the best inside linebacker in this class. But again, as I'm ranking them as a whole, he is my 3rd ranked linebacker in this class.
Gord's never able to build up that power that he has as a running back when there's nowhere to go. Hey,
that's really it with that. Overall, Ragland is, again, the best inside guy in this class. He is definitely a run stuffer. I don't really see him much as a pass rusher, maybe on blitz pattern or blitzes every once in a while. But overall, I don't expect to see him rushing the passer
trying to be patient, but there is nowhere to run that time, and he only gets a short gain.
But that being said, let's get into the pro.
All by himself.
My first pro, extremely physical. He is maybe the most physical, linebacker in the class. He wants to, he wants to get up in there with the linemen. He wants to hit people. He really loves hitting people. And that's, showed by his tackles and tackles for a loss. And my segue into hit power. The guy's a thumper. The guy will whack you. The guy hits harder than probably anyone in this draft class. And that's mostly attributed to his immense strength. I am getting through this like a mother. He is extremely powerful. He has great hit power. And if you didn't notice, I'm starting Bryce Petty because you don't know if Fitzpatrick will be signing anytime soon. That's going on whoever the next best quarterback is, and Geno Smith is not that
They were ready for that play, and they stopped.
So, as I was saying, the guy is, the guy's a monster. He hits like a truck. And just overall, he's a really good player. And a great run stuffer. My next one, I'm transitioning like a mother right now. But he is maybe the best run defender in this class, regardless of position. He's overall just a very, powerful player. And again, that strength is reflected in how he is, how he plays the run. He waits and he'll chase down a guy. He'll wait for the guy to come through a hole and thump him, like a complete animal. He will, he'll chase the guy down from behind.
Hard to guard these tight ends now in the NFL.
Get him by the shoe.
Like a quandary. Do we use a big guy? Well, if the big guy's not fast enough, we use a small guy. Well, he's not big enough.
Couldn't get a great way into this.
I don't know what you're going to do.
Tackler.
Make sure you're a good tackler.
I could have probably found a way to tackler, but I didn't. So, tackler. He's an extremely good tackler. There are not many people who are going to break a tackle late by this guy.
You don't fumble the football, I promise you one thing.
He hits hard.
The Jets will take the snap from the
he wraps up and doesn't allow running backs or receivers or even quarterbacks to continue their run. He doesn't allow that because he is a very.
But it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to.
He's strong.
And also,
he's not going to have people running through.
So many other things for your offense.
And next, and my last pro, He is actually surprisingly good in zone coverage. Although he doesn't have the speed, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, to play man coverage with some of these faster more guys. I think he has very good instincts and awareness to play zone coverage, and has shown most of his interceptions have come in zone. Against a receiver, quarterback trying to throw an underneath route or whatnot.
Well, if you guard the tight end close,
and that being said, that's all the pros I have for him. Overall, he is an extremely good prospect.
They get it done.
Just overall, a very good player and will probably be a day one starter. But his con. First, and pretty much his only real con, his speed.
But one thing you want to do,
he's not the fastest guy, so again, this will segue into my next con. He's not going to be able to play great coverage in man. And although he's very good in zone because he has instincts and awareness, his man coverage he won't be able to stay on man with some of the quicker tight ends and some of the faster running backs, which is pretty much all of them. So he's not going to be able to really play man with those guys. Although he has some speed, he doesn't have good enough speed to keep up with, say, even a Derrick Henry. I don't think he can really keep up with. Although Derrick Henry has extremely good speed for size, he's not the fastest guy in the class by far.
That was a nice play. They pick up another first down.
Again, kind of tied them in together, but his man coverage isn't the best. Again, mostly contributed by his speed. He's not going to be able to play great man coverage because he's not quick enough to keep up with some of these faster players. Although his instincts and awareness allow him to play zone and play zone very well.
Petty's completion percentage, 80% on the day.
So, that being said, overall, Reggie Ragland is the best inside linebacker, like pure inside linebacker in this class by far. And with him, you know what you're going to get. You're going to get a big, tough guy on the interior who is going to hit hard, play hard, and play all three. So, that being said, I have him rated as a early to mid first-round prospect. And the reason, I'd actually have him rated as a mid-round prospect, but as of today, the Cleveland Browns have traded away the second overall pick. Cleveland is now picking at 8. So, that's the first thing I'm going to talk about. Cleveland, although they signed Demario Davis, they can find a guy on the interior who can be a difference maker in the run game. And again, although he's not the most athletic guy, he is definitely the best guy. With the loss of Carlos Dansby, I think. I'm not sure. Did Carlos Dansby retire? I'm too lazy to say. But Carlos Dansby's old as shit. Demario Davis is going to be turning 30 soon. They can have a young guy on the interior who can be, the interior of the linebacker, who has leadership ability, who's a captain at Alabama, and is also probably the best fit for them if they decide to go deep.
The second half is underway.
Next, I have the Giants. Giants, they played John Beeson. They played him as much as they could pretty much before the guy decided he was done. But they need to find a guy on the interior who can be just a good player. And again, although Ragland is strictly an interior linebacker inside,
that's his first reception today.
He plays like he can be. He doesn't have the physical stuff, but he plays much better than he really could be or is. I know that sounded dumb, but he plays a lot better than you would expect from someone who has his skill set. He has a few interceptions. I said 4 interceptions. He has 1 interception.
Defense now loading up,
but again, for a guy like him, who you would mostly expect to have, a ton of tackles and, you know, a couple forced fumbles, and that's it. Having an interception is actually pretty, you know, surprising in my mind. The Giants need to find a guy in the interior. I got so off track there. The Giants need to find a guy in the interior who can be a starter. With the loss of John Beeson as he retired, they need to find a guy who can be that guy. And guess what? Reggie Ragland is that guy. God, I sound like a fool.
The quarterback puts
Oakland.
right on target and he makes the catch.
Oakland has to have a guy on the inside who can be, a run stopper. Khalil Mack coming off the edge, either outside or defensive end. Khalil Mack's amazing. He has already established himself as a top 5, top 3 defender in the NFL.
Keep getting those first downs.
A nice grab.
So,
no doubt he was going to
putting Reggie Ragland on the interior next to Khalil Mack would give them an amazing pass rusher off the edge and an amazing run defender in the middle.
No one seems to be able to cover him today.
I love the game plan by the
Next,
offense
Detroit.
here today.
Detroit actually has a pretty solid linebacking core in my mind.
Right.
You know, DeAndre Levy is really good. I can't remember who their other outside is, but I remember him being pretty solid. And overall, all they have to do is find a guy on the interior who can be a
Mathis in on the tackle. The defense
not a game changer, but the
offense heads to the line.
Just a player who can start consistently, and you know what you get from him.
Needing to get to the 38 for a first. And it's complete to Marshall.
Next, I have Atlanta. Again, Atlanta needs pass rush, but there's no one on the board really worth taking in their mind. Inside linebacker is a huge need. They haven't had a real guy on the inside in quite some time.
The coach is going to go for it.
Sean Weatherspoon was their starter, I believe. Or, no, he was an outside.
Just a quick drop back.
Whoever one guy was, man, I can't remember.
With the reception.
But they haven't had a really good inside linebacker in a while. And Reggie Ragland is the best inside linebacker in this class. He'll step in. Dan Quinn's a genius when it comes to defense. He'll find a way to get him playing time.
The football sits at the 34.
Get him going. Next, I have the Jets. With the loss of Demario Davis and David Harris. With David Harris turning 33 this coming season, and the loss of Demario Davis, this team needs to find a guy in the interior who can be the next, great Jet linebacker.
The long drive continues.
Kind of dumb, but David Harris has been pretty good. He wasn't ever considered maybe the best at his position, but Jonathan Vilma came from here. He went on to have a great second half of his career.
You got to lead, and now here your offense is
David Harris
just marching right down.
He can be the next great, inside linebacker. And the Jets need a great inside linebacker. They need a guy in the interior who can play the run. They have good pass rush, although it's not amazing. They have good enough players off the edges in Sheldon Richardson and Muhammad Wilkerson. Two guys coming off the edge who are very good at rushing the passer, pushing the pocket, especially Wilkerson, one of the best players in the NFL, period. So, I think he is a perfect fit for the Jets, especially because Todd Bowles is a defensive
closer to the end zone.
Well, that's what you got to do.
And last, I have Cincinnati. Ray Maluga is starting to get up there in age, so they can find a guy on the inside who can not only play the run, but again, he can be good in zone. He doesn't have to be amazing in zone coverage, but he just has to be good. Again, Cincinnati needs a guy. Ray Maluga starting to get up there in age.
Really hit hard that time.
Overall, Ray Maluga's been declining for quite a while now. I don't think Ray Maluga's been considered a top flight linebacker in quite some time.
Let that football go. That's human nature.
So,
good job by the defense.
Those things being said, I believe that with the 20th pick in the 2016 NFL Draft, the New York Jets will select Reggie Ragland, linebacker, Alabama.
Continues.
My reasoning, mostly because, again, they have a big need at inside. They have to find a guy who can be a starter and, give them a chance to have just a future Pro Bowl player and a potential All-Pro on the inside. I think Ragland has that kind of potential. And just overall, I think the Jets, Todd Bowles will definitely realize that he has to find a guy on the inside who can be
Nice job that time with the tight end.
A consistent, solid starter, and Reggie Ragland is that guy.
The Jets ready to kick
so,
away.
Overall, that's that. Coming up next will be Darron Lee. He's my 4th ranked linebacker.
Here, so the ball will be spotted at the 20.
Outside, but again, I will do some research and see if I'm actually not an idiot.
Every snap now.
Let's see if I can finish off this game.
First down at the 20. Allen's got the catch and the first.
Good job by the offense going the hurry-up offense. You do this to get the plays in, but also you want to conserve the timeouts.
Done.
It's intercepted, and that's going to end the
All right, so that's that. Again, Darron Lee will be up tomorrow, which will be
of their 2 previous drives.
Friday, the 22nd. So be on the lookout for that. For now, this is J-Wack.
Right in tune with the quarterback. They're calling exactly the plays
Signing off.
that need to be called.